welcome back. So we're running into a dilemma in this shop. I've got a week off and I'm gonna get some stuff done, but I can't move in here. I've got so many parts and pieces stacked around, it takes forever to get anywhere. The problem is my ceiling hoist up there is down the dead center of my shop. So I've got space over by my wood stove, but I've got no space there, and there's no room to put that Jeep in the other side, which is my wife's side of the shop, because she has a clothing business and has inventory scattered everywhere. So I gotta try and condense parts from laying on the floor and start getting them put on the Jeep. So that's this week's goal. We're gonna, today, I've never built body mounts for this thing yet. I'm gonna get the body mounts done and have that locked in, and then I gotta make sure the frame's trued up, get the frame trued, and I'm gonna start messing around with mocking up the front frame rails, how I wanna do those. So it's, there's gonna be a lot of fabrication this week, and I'm really looking forward to it. So anyways. Okay, there's our rough shape of our body mount. That's our top. And this is the frame side back here. I hit that with the grinder, smooth it all up. I'll get my hole drilled. That is actually, so that radius is actually the size of the body mount pucks that I bought. I just traced them around. That way I knew what to cut. And so yeah, I'm gonna build 4 of those, and then I gotta do 2 more gusset plates up on the mounts that are already on the frame in the back of the tub. So yeah, that's our body mount shape. Well, aside from having the hole drilled in it, there's one of our body mounts. That's the back, that'll go welded against the frame. That's the top, the sides. I like it. Okay, this stuff up in the front is not real ideal. I'm gonna have to trim a little bit of this factory body brace so I can get it bolt in up here where I want it. Otherwise, I'm gonna suck this bolt up tight, and I have the body bracing spaced up 1/4 inch off the frame because that's how high I want it to be. So yeah, have to trim it on both sides, but I think it'll be okay there. And then I won't be able to get the middle ones in. I've got them marked so I can drill them later, but sitting on this table I can't get a drill in underneath it to be able to drill them up. So I might be able to get that side, but not this side. So all right, we got that one mostly welded on. I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I just took a measurement from the front of the frame rails. I drilled the holes already. Well, all I'm doing is putting this up in there and then tightening it down before I weld anything, before I tack it. Just tightening it down as tight as it's gonna be. That way I don't have to worry about squishing it down and having a squeak when the frame rubs on the body. So I'll put that up in and get the nut on the top side, suck it down. I'm also welding the nuts in on top because I don't wanna have to try and reach down in there later. Well, this afternoon I started just mocking things up. That's about where the frame rails are gonna end up being. Obviously, got to do some stepping in and stuff like that up at the grill, but that'll be about the height of it. You know, I'll be cutting the 8-inch off there and going to the 2x4 for the rest of it. I just wanted to see how things were fitting, so that's why I threw the windshield back on and I just set that seat in there, and that I have a lot less leg room in there than I thought, just because I'm tall. I'm 6'3", and so the seat will be on sliders, which will be good. But yeah, it's starting to look like something. All right, everyone, welcome back to the shop. I feel a little bit better today. Got some stuff done yesterday, as you can see. Today I think I got the body mounts finally done. I've never mounted that thing down because I've been changing everything all the way along. So now the body's actually its final size. Got those mounts built and put on. The only ones I can't do are the ones at the rear section of the main part of the tub, and then the ones at the very back, because I got to do the frame there to get those mounts. So at least the center section of this is all bolted in and everything's tight there. Things can't move anymore. Today I'm actually going to focus on, I'm not sure if I'm going to start on the front of the frame or the rear of the frame. You know, it's roughly the shape I'm going for. Looks like that one slipped a little bit. It's not sitting level anymore, but anyways, roughly what I'll be doing there. On the back, I'm gonna be changing that up. That first piece that arches up is not exactly how I'd like it to be. Let's go to the other side and look at it. So this butt weld is the one I'm trying to get away from. So I'm gonna recut this piece and carry it all the way down through. So it'll be welded much longer along there. Should make it a little bit stronger. Because that joint's gonna have a lot of pressure on it with the rear coils. They'll be mounted at the top. So that weld and the next weld up will have a pile of pressure. The other two welds, they're just there to hold the back of the body, which already supports itself. So I'm not too worried about those, but I do need to get the strength in this. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna start on the front or the back. The back would be quicker and easier, and I can honestly have the rear section of the frame done. And then the front, that'll take a little bit longer because I have to step it in 2 inches. And then once I get past the engine, I have to step it in again to make it even with the grill. So got a lot of work to do there, a lot of figuring to do, but it's finally the exciting time of the project. I've been waiting to do this frame. It's been the scariest and best part that I've been looking forward to. The bodywork's been annoying. About done with that. I set everything up last night, and looks like a 3 to 4 inch stretch on the nose will get it just about right. I just threw the windshield on just because I haven't seen it on there in a while. I wanted to see how it looked. So anyways, that's what we're doing. I got 7 days, I think. Yeah, 8 days if I work next Sunday. So yeah, we got some time. All right, well, I've decided I'm gonna work on the rear of this thing first. The section I'll be cutting out of the rear, I can reuse on the front. So I might as well do that and save a little material. So that piece there is gonna come out, get transferred down the frame, much longer piece, much longer weld, should be stronger. And then those pieces will go out to the front, might end up being the very, very front. We'll see, might just be using chunks out of them. The biggest problem I'm gonna have is I gotta take the body loose again and lift it up because the sump on the fuel tank is right where that upper cut needs to go through. So I'll have to do that and fight with it, but we'll get it. Okay, a little explanation as to why I'm cutting it where I am. Basically, I wanted to run it all the way out, but I can't because it's sitting on the table and I can't really do much about that. So I'm just going to cut it right there and we will butt a piece in there. It still gives us 2.5 times the weld surface. Actually, it's even more than that because just this vertical line is what our weld surface was. So we're gaining all of that for weld surface too. So I think we'll be all right. And then we'll just have to blend this bottom corner. Everything will be stronger. I like this idea much better. So anyways, that's why we're cutting there. I know it's not exactly how I planned, but gotta make do. Okay, that was a lot of grinding because I had 2 layers and I got to get that chamfer. So anyways, we got it all beveled, ground, looking pretty good, honestly. Let's have to get a measurement and get our new piece built and we'll tack her in. Then I got to do that side, and that side's going to be harder because that fuel tank. Okay, that's gonna be a lot stronger than just a single 4-inch butt weld. I'm happy with that. You know, this top, it'll get butt welded and fish plated. That there, I might fish plate just the outside to keep all the joints looking the same, but I'm not too worried about it for strength. There's really nothing back there that's gonna be adding any weight. But yeah, I'm much happier with this fit and the strength gained by doing it this way. Okay, we made another mess. This is what happens when you forget you added a 1/2 inch. You get to cut it again. Big mess everywhere around in here. But got the frame rails welded in, both sides. Welded up. I just gotta do the fish plates later. I gotta grind them still, but yeah, the frame is stout, very stout. Happy with it. All right, I'll show you guys how I'm doing that side. I'm not gonna video doing the other side. It's too much crawling in and out, in and out, in and out. If I had a lift, it'd be a big difference, but yeah, I'm not gonna video cutting and fitting the other side. I might do a little bit of hyperlapse when I'm actually welding it up, but yeah, you can see what we're doing here. We're gaining strength and moving forward. I'm excited about this part. So after that, you know, we'll see how this goes today. I think I better just focus and finish the rear, and then I'll move on to the front. Probably do that tomorrow. Hopefully get to that tomorrow. You know, hopefully by the end of the week, I'll even have motor mounts put in this thing and some cross members in it. And then I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get it off of this table and onto some sawhorses outside. That's why I gotta get the frame done. Then I can start slinging in a transmission and all that stuff. So we're gaining ground, and it's finally gonna start to come together, I think. But lots of work left to do. At least it's fun work.